Mistake 1. I continued to pursue my education because I was good at it without ever asking myself if it made me happy. Just because you are good at something doesn't automatically ensure you are happy doing it. Mistake 2. I looked down upon people who used to smoke or drink or party every weekend. I felt they were losers and the reason to bring the world down. It is not what you do, but who you are underneath that defines you. Mistake 3. I read books that made me look cool, without truly understanding what I could learn from those books until much later in life. People do not remember you for the company you keep. They remember you for who you become because of that company. Mistake 4. I felt morally obligated to help everyone in distress, and if they continued to remain unhappy, I blame myself. The best gift you can give yourself and to others is to take care of your own happiness. Mistake 5. I felt the lack of money was the root cause of all our family problems. And once we have money, we would no longer have any problems. Our problems are the stories we tell ourselves of how everything will be fine once we get what we want. Mistake 6. I felt that rich kids would never make it in life because they got everything on a platter and did not know how to struggle. Their privilege would always harm them. It is not the privilege that harms us, it is our lack of awareness of our own privilege that harms us. Mistake 7. I ate shit, slept odd hours, maintained bad posture while constantly telling myself that I have tomorrow to fix all of this. An excuse is the distance between who you are and who you wish to be. Mistake 8. I really tried hard to please people. I wanted them to like me, to think highly of me, to speak highly of me. If your happiness depends on external validation, then your happiness depends on something you do not control. Mistake 9. I took loans because I didn't have money yet, and I kept telling myself, but I will have money in the future. And that's why it is okay. If you do not have the money to pay for something right now, you do not have the money. Mistake 10. I didn't think subjective topics such as psychology, business ethics, or human resources were needed or even important. Business is all about finance and marketing. Business is all about people, how well you know them, and how you treat them. Mistake 11. I assumed if I speak well and speak confidently, it would cover up for the lack of content I have. You cannot lie on stage. The audience will always know what is within your heart. Mistake 12. If people approached me with their problems, my job was to determine whether the problem was worth my time or not, and if it was, then my job was to fix it. Listening to someone without judgment or prescription is the most precious gift you can give someone. Mistake 13. I need to have a plan. A plan is the only way to get to any point in life. If you do not have a plan, you do not have any chance of getting anywhere. To not have a plan and be okay with it is the best plan. Mistake 14. I looked around and saw that everything was designed to make our lives comfortable, and so I assumed the purpose of life was to make life comfortable. Avoiding the comfort trap is the difference between who you are and who you could have been. Mistake 15. If I said something, wrote something, shared something, I felt dejected when no one cared, when no one responded, when no one commented. No one owes you their time and money. You earn it every day by the work you do. Mistake 16. I had to make money fast, buy my parents that house, buy that fancy car, that vacation. I had to make money fast to buy stuff. Money can buy you stuff, but the biggest thing it buys is freedom, including freedom from stuff. Mistake 17. I assumed if you work hard, really hard, you would eventually win. Working hard is the only thing that matters. What you work on is just as important as how much you work on it. Even donkeys work hard. Working smart is the difference between a donkey and a human. Mistake 18. I blame myself for being late in the game. At 29, I was jobless with no money, no plan, and no clue. I remember looking at Mark Zuckerberg and feeling shitty. Everyone is running a different race. In fact, we're not even in a race. We're on our own paths. Some walk, some run. Mistake 19. I assumed my work would speak for me. If I did well, people would give me what I deserved and what I wanted. I never asked for what I wanted. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. 90% of what happened to me in my 20s was because of luck. I am that guy who was at the right place at the right time and lucked out. And as much as I am grateful for that, I wish I had known better. Today, I know the 20s should be used to discover yourself as against stabilizing yourself. Meet as many people as you can, do as many jobs as you can, explore as many streams as you can, find out what you are good at and what makes you happy. And then spend your 30s doing that. I am embarrassed at who I was in my 20s. The underconfident, people-pleasing, overweight, stuck on one path, bad with money, judgmental kid. But I'm glad I was all of that, because now I know who I do not want to be.